Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's session on Canada 2023. So as I promised, I'm back with another session. So we are having weekly sessions on Wednesday and Friday. So for next week, do check out the schedule on our channel. So there'll be announcements we'll make in case we're holding more webinars like these. Before I start, there is one comment floating in the chat box. And if you want to connect with a counselor one-on-one, especially for people who are looking at January intake, it's high time to start applying right now because the colleges are going to close soon. A lot of colleges are already on the verge of closing and a lot of programs have already closed. So be quick, start applying and connect with a counselor one-on-one. And in the meanwhile, all the guys who are joining, please say hi in the chat box so that I get to know that you all can hear me loud and clear. So we'll be starting in next 1 or 2 minutes. Till the time I'm waiting to hear from you guys. Where are you guys joining from? Just let me know in the chat box. And then you can also start posting your questions and I'll try and answer a lot of your questions today. Hi Saksham, hi Dipali. Hi Paras. Hi Kamil, hi Jasmine. Hi Stravanti. Hi Sanjay. Hello Jatin. Hi Saish. Cool. Guys, you can start posting your questions now. And in the meanwhile, cool. Just taking you through how LeapScholar can help you. So once you enroll with us, by clicking the link in the chat box, which is floating in the live chat, you can avail one-on-one counseling with a counselor and they can help you with university and college shortlisting. Although you have, however, you can come with your own options as well. If you have any doubts, any queries, if you want to apply for a certain college, you can always talk about it with your counselor. They can also help you with application filing, so you don't have to worry anything, about how to fill an application form or how to kind of lodge your application. They'll help you with SOP and LOR editing. For a lot of degree programs and especially for Canada visa, wherein people are looking to address their gaps, or maybe if they're changing their stream of study, for any other justification, a strong SOP is mandatory because it will help you in getting the study permit. So within this package, your SOP and LOR editing is also included. Plus, you can also avail visa processing services. Our visa experts will help you with filing the student permit for Canada, starting with your GIC, your medicals, and if in case you're looking to study in Quebec, you can also avail services in terms of applying for a CAQ. Also, you get the world-class free IELTS coaching by LeapScholar. So that is completely free of cost, which is also bundled into this package. And the last thing is the student community. So you'll join a group of student community with over 70,000 students who are also traveling abroad. So practically you'll have friends before you reach Canada, and you'll have a good social circle once you land. And yeah, cool. So let's start with today's session. So first question I have from Shubham: is fall 23 the right time to get into Canada if I'm getting graduated in the same year around June? Shubham, now this will depend on two things, whether you're going to university or college. So colleges, mostly by June, September intake is closed. Most colleges will be closed. Unfortunately, you cannot get into September if you're graduating by June. So for you, if you want to get into college, then winter 24, that is Jan 24, will be the ideal intake. But if you're looking at a university, ideally, you should apply by December or January this year. So this is usually the deadline. So you can apply to universities, and universities will usually give you conditional offer letters as well. So yeah, you can wait till the time you can get your final mark sheet. Next up, Sevashi, I have completed my Bcom with 82% in 2021. Currently working in my father's CA office, running thoughts on doing masters in accounting. Do I need diploma for masters for Canada? Yes, Sevashi, basically, so your degree is a 3-year degree. So usually Canada does not accept a 3-year degree for a master's program, but there would be some options. they would be generally MBA programs or global management programs if that is something you're interested in. But in case you're very keen on doing finance or accounting kind of degrees, then unfortunately, yes, a lot of universities will require a 4-year degree. So for that, ideally, 1-year diploma you can pursue either in India or abroad or in Canada itself, and you'll be good to go. Apart from that, a lot of top universities will still accept you with a 3-year degree. But again, that is again case-to-case basis. So you have to apply. For that, I would recommend that you basically connect with a counselor and they can help you with this. Next up, I have a question from Sanjay. I'm looking for fall 23 intake. CGPA 9.3, IELTS 7.5. Is U Waterloo or UBC too ambitious for Masters of Engineering ECE? Sanjay, not really. You have a very good profile, I believe, and not very ambitious. Not very ambitious. You should definitely try for that. Very good profile. Excellent. These are the kind of profiles these universities look at. But again, very, very important thing, your LORs have to be very, very strong. Your SOP has to be very, very strong, and you should have a lot of if you can do a lot of volunteering or do some online courses, or maybe you can if you have some internship experience, that will totally kind of add on to your overall profile. So definitely a good profile. Karan is asking which diploma is best after Bcom in Canada. Also tell the less budget diploma. So Karan, usually diplomas are the range between 12,000 to 15, 16, 17,000 per annum, depending on which college or university or which area of Canada you study at. After Bcom, I highly recommend finance and accounting, which is one of the most in-demand programs anywhere on this earth, like wherever you go, whether Canada, UK, Australia. Finance and accounting guys are always in demand. But if you want a less budget, I would say check out institutions in interior provinces, which includes Alberta, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan. They will be cheaper than British Columbia and Ontario. And the 4 Atlantic provinces, which includes Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland and Labrador, and Prince Edward Island. So you can check these provinces, and they also give you, easier PR than, let's say, British Columbia or Ontario. Kamil, my profile: diploma in mechanical engineering with 85%, bachelor in mechanical engineering with 91%, no backlogs. Preparing for IELTS, suggest me a few good university for masters in mechanical. Kamil, you have an excellent profile. I would say you can apply to really top universities in Canada as well, given that you score at least a 7 in IELTS. However, some universities may also require GRE. Mechanical engineering, most top universities will offer a master's, which includes UBC, Toronto, McGill. In case you want something less expensive, you can also try Manitoba or Alberta. These kind of universities will also offer these kind of programs. And yeah. Next up, Dipali, I have a 3-year degree and want to pursue masters. Can I apply to UBC? UBC will generally accept 4-year degrees, but again, that will vary from case-to-case basis, depending on how good your profile is. I have seen certain students getting into UBC with a 3-year degree as well, Toronto as well for that matter. But again, Dipali, that will be again case-to-case basis, depending on how strong your profile is and what kind of university you studied at in India. So, let's say someone from a top college in India, like let's say some good college in DU or Mumbai University, chances are pretty high. So will depend on your overall profile as well. Pallavi, I'm in 12th standard PCB. I want to know how to pursue nursing course, and is there need of maths as well, and tell about scholarships also. Okay, Pallavi, pretty long question. So yes, most programs in Canada will require math for nursing. So I'm not really sure if you have math, but scholarships would be limited at UG level. However, there are some colleges that will offer you, that will be again conditional basis. You can get into a program, but again, you would have to study math. But again, that will vary from case to case basis. So that, I think, connect with a counselor and they can get you, they can actually help you shortlist such colleges. Scholarships, entrance scholarships are available at few colleges, but they'll not be very high. They'll be between $2,000 $3,000. Jasmine, hi Saket, I'm looking forward to pursue MIM, but most of them are only for 1 year duration. Can I do 1+1 after my master's in pursue postgrad certification? I'll not recommend 1+1 masters. Yes, MIMs are generally 1 year only, and I would advise that you go for a PG diploma and then maybe you can go for an MIM later. So that would be a natural progression, I think. Murli Krishna, I have more than 10 backlogs in engineering, but I've not cleared them. Is it a problem for profile evaluation visa for Canada? Okay, Murli, so basically 8 backlogs is something we're looking at stretch. 8, most Canadian colleges will accept 8 backlogs, but again, there are certain colleges which will not entertain more than 4 backlogs, but there are a couple of universities and colleges that will accept you with 10 backlogs as well. For that, I would recommend that you click the link and you connect with the counselor, and they can overall, view your profile and suggest accordingly. Hemang, looking for fall 2023, Masters in Computer Science, CGPA 8.9, IELTS 6.5. Hemang, your CGPA is good, but I would advise that if you want to increase your chances of getting into a master's degree, I recommend at least a score of 7 in IELTS. Yes, universities may say that they accept 6.5, but with Canada, the thing is, it's a huge country and the number of universities are just 97 in the whole country. And some of them are just undergraduate universities. So the competition for places is huge. So I would advise that you retake the IELTS and score at least a 7. So that will be beneficial for you. Also try and get more extracurriculars and maybe, some online courses. Some, these kind of things, they kind of enhance your profile if you want to apply. Next, Shubham, is fall 23 right time to get into Canada? I think I've answered that. I have PCB in 12th and I want to do bioinformatics. Am I eligible? Saksham, bioinformatics as a subject is that intersection of IT and medicine, health sciences, health sciences and IT. So bioinformatics, yes, you may be if you have some prerequisite subject. So a lot of universities and colleges will ask you if you have studied a prerequisite subject that may include IT as well. So if you have that, you may be eligible. Nilesh, my current CGPA is 8.6 and 1 more year to go. I'm planning for September 23 in the field of 3D animation. Which country is good to stay back? Well, Nilesh, I think for 3D animation, Canada will not be a good option, to be honest. But yes, there are certain areas which are picking up. Like Vancouver as a city is kind of growing in terms of film and media, because a lot of production of Hollywood films is shifting to Vancouver. So yes, you can try, but in my opinion, Canada will not be a best option. You can either look at US and UK as well if you're interested. Akshat Mishra, I did 12th with 84.8 commerce without math. What will be the good course and colleges for Jan 23? Akshat, one thing, you're already getting very late for your January 23 intake, and without maths, you can pursue hospitality management, you can pursue marketing, you can pursue business communication, you can pursue HRM. You can also try and pursue programs like Associate of Arts in Business, which does not require math, and you can also progress to a university at a later stage. So these kind of programs are mostly offered by colleges in British Columbia. I hope that answers your question. So guys, if you're looking to apply for January intake, I would like to announce once more again, it's high time you start applying. If you have all the documents in place, please get in touch, click the link and enroll with LeapScholar, and your counselor can help you with everything, because every day Canada is seeing a massive number of applications, and I cannot say that if certain colleges open today, it may be closed tomorrow as well. So apply as soon as possible. Next, Jatin, Hi, sir. My BTech gets finished in May 23. After that, I want to go for PG diploma. When should I do IELTS and start process to get earliest intake possible? So if your BTech gets finished in May 23, it means your result will be out somewhere in June or July, I believe. So Jatin, for PG diploma, I think September intake would be closed by then. So ideally for you, January 24 will be an ideal intake. And for IELTS, I think you should start prepping uh, sometime, I would say, in January, and appear for the IELTS exam by March or April of 23. Yeah. So then you can apply for, because applications for January 23 will open in somewhere in April or May. Basically, May or June is the time we're looking at. So yeah, so by then you should have your IELTS score ready, because Canada does not offer conditional offer letters. Very few colleges will offer conditional offer letters. Next question, I just passed my 12th grade. When should I apply if I want to get into top university with great scholarship? You should start right now. The admissions open sometime in September or October. And if you want a scholarship, most universities, I think you mentioned top universities. So most universities, if you want to get scholarship, they'll close by December. Pallavi, is nursing post-diploma degree, which is best to opt? It will entirely depend on you. So nursing as a subject is anyway very, very much in demand. Nurses as a profession is one of the most, I would say, in-demand professions in the world. So a diploma or degree, it will be entirely up to you. A diploma can be 2 to 3 years, Pallavi, and a degree can be 4 years. So it depends on what kind of financial budget you have. You can decide accordingly. I'm a CMA student. I want to do ACCA Canada. Can you tell me how many exemptions I get? Well, that's a very particular question, Sangeeta. How many exemptions you get? I'm not really sure. So you would have to check with the respective bodies, unfortunately. Sunil Vaswani, good evening, Saket sir. Is BA Psychology worth doing in Canadian University for future prospects? I think, Sunil, I've answered your question in one of the comments on my videos as well. So I think you were asking about Manitoba and Alberta. I think I've answered your question on the comments already. It is definitely a good choice. I have a very sharp memory that is. Because, you know, this way you guys know I also read your comments and try to answer a lot of them as well. Satish is asking if for January 23 admissions are open or closed. They're open, but they're closing very quickly. So many programs are closed. Many programs are still open. So apply early, Satish. GS 2023 intake, BSc Honors, 3 years biotechnology, 82%, IELTS 7.5. Okay, so you have biotechnology, you have IELTS 7.5, 82% in your BSc Honors. You can get into a PG diploma. GS, I think 2023 intake, biotechnology as a course will be very popular, and just check which college is open right now, because I'm not really sure if colleges are open for January intake for biotechnology, because biotechnology is not offered at a lot of colleges. So it's a very popular subject and you might miss out on January. So the next available intake would be May 2023 if the college offers the program in May. Rishabh is asking, what is the scope of pharmacy? Pharmacy is, I think I've mentioned that in a lot of my videos as well, that pharmacy is one subject which comes with a lot of added advantage. That is, number one, if you have a B pharmacy, like Rishabh you have, getting a part-time job is pretty easy. You can work in a pharmacy that also pays well. Second, pharmacy as a career has boomed, especially after COVID. So very good scope. Even if you go to a small town in Canada, a small city in Canada, there are plenty jobs available in pharmacy. Next up, guys, I'm not taking repeat questions. So I'm trying to take questions from other people. Rahul is asking, does Concordia University accept 3-year bachelors for master's degree? Case-to-case basis, Rahul. Again, Not really, but again, if your profile is pretty strong and depends on which university you graduated from, some universities do accept you with a 3-year bachelor's degree. But again, that is again case to case basis. So I'll tell you one case here just to give you a clarity. So one of my students, she had a Bcom for 3 years. She got into a master's program in Canada, which usually required a 4-year bachelor's, but she still got in because she had a very strong profile and she had a couple of years of work experience working with leading banking institutions in India. So it entirely depends. I know certain people, someone in my circle got into an MBA program at University of New Brunswick with a 3-year degree, and she had very good experience of working in a financial institution as well. So it will depend on case to case basis as well. Like I said, Toronto, UBC, McGill, they also accept a lot of students with a 3-year bachelor's as well. But again, a lot of factors come into play, and for that, please get in touch with the counselor. Next up, Hemang Pathak, can I get UBC and Waterloo on CGPA 8.9, IELTS 7 research paper and projects? Definitely, Hemang. But again, with UBC and Waterloo, yes, your profile has to be strong. But again, it also involves a lot of luck factor. So yeah, not to scare you or something, but this is how it is basically, because these universities are very, very competitive in terms of the admissions and the kind of applications they receive for each program. they're like huge number of applications. So yes, your profile is definitely eligible, and you have, like you said, already done research papers and projects. So I see it's a very, very strong profile. So you should definitely apply. Kulwant Kaur, I have an MTech, Dairy Technology, 2019. 3 years experience, want to go to higher study with funding assistantship in Canada and US. Kulwant, funding, I'm not really sure, but if you have a master's in dairy technology, I think you can also, you can look out for programs in the similar field in dairy and agriculture related fields. And for that, I would recommend that you go for another master's program. And that too, I would say Saskatchewan would be an ideal choice because most of the industry in Saskatchewan is around dairy and agriculture. That will be beneficial to you. However, if you want to explore other options and if you already have really good experience in dairy technology, and if you're willing to look beyond Canada, I would say New Zealand as a country is very good for dairy people. I've lived in that country for almost 4 to 5 years, and I can say that New Zealand's biggest industry apart from tourism is dairy. I'm not really sure if you know, but Fonterra is one organization which is world's largest milk producer. One of the largest, I think, second or first, I'm not really sure. So that's a New Zealand-based company, and they have really good opportunities for dairy people. So you can try New Zealand as well. Cool. Next up, I'm pursuing Bachelors of Fine Arts, targeting MFA in 3D animation. Current CGPA is 8.6. To be honest, Nilesh, MFA, I think I've answered your question. 3D animation in Canada is not really a good choice, to be honest. But yeah, like I'm not really sure of which universities. You can check out Emily Carr, which is in Vancouver. I'm pretty much sure they have a program in 3D animation. Apart from that, there is OCAD University, Ontario College of Art and Design University. You can check that out too. So these are the two universities which come to my mind for 3D animation. For scholarships, I'm not really sure if they offer scholarships because the universities, they offer so many scholarships and it gets impossible to remember all of them on top of my mind. Parth Arora, graduation 60. Aggregate eligible for Canada PG courses. Yes, Parth, you can go for a PG diploma. I have a student of mine who had a 49% in his bachelor's and he went into Fanshawe College. So yeah, 60% is pretty good. Okay, Samarjeet, LLM. You already have an LLB. Okay. See, Samarjit, I would say that pursuing LLM in Canada is pretty risky affair because LLB and because Canada and India, they have a very different law system. So very rarely, I've not seen anyone from India with an LLB applying for LLM in Canada because as far as I have heard, it leads to visa rejection. Why not actually pursue something related to justice and law these kind of courses, you can check out Justice Institute of British Columbia. They have pretty good courses, and I'm pretty much sure you can find something. But if you're very insisting, if you want to pursue LLM only, then I would say UK would be a better option for you. And that's an honest advice, because in case if you have to come back to India and practice law here, the UK LLM, you just have to, I think, appear for one exam, and you can practice, you can register with Bar Council of India and practice here. So that's what I know. UK would be a better option than Canada here. But in case, you're flexible with the courses, you can check out the Justice Institute of British Columbia. They have pretty good programs, specifically for law students. Cool. I'll take 2 or 3 more questions. Dhruv Mishra, how much will an advanced diploma graduate in business make after completing his diploma? Like, what is the base salary of advanced diploma graduate? Dhruv, let me put it this way. The average, wage, which is the part-time wage, is around $15 per hour. And once you graduate with an advanced diploma, you can expect, I would say, $20 to $30 per hour. And if you multiply it by 40 hours per week, so technically you can calculate your monthly salary, but again, that is before taxes. So yeah. Also, if you want to check out salaries and stuff, I think the best website to search about that is Job Bank Canada. It's a government agency run by Government of Canada only, and they have a lot of information on salaries and all the information you need about how much you can earn and stuff like that. You can also check out payscale.com. But again, salaries will vary from province to province, from city to city, and from like obviously the kind of degree you have, and if you have some experience, then obviously kind of adds up. However, if you guys are looking at diploma programs, you can also check out co-op options. So they're pretty good in Canada. So you can also earn, and most students, they also kind of end up getting a full-time job at the same company where they do the internship. Okay. Very important question, Tejesh. How many backlogs will be counted? So like I said, there are certain universities I know, they also accept 20 backlogs. There are colleges like Humber, which are very, very popular college. They will not accept more than 4 backlogs. Then there are colleges that will also accept 8 to 10 backlogs, depends. Now the point comes, if you have taken 2 attempts to clear 1 backlog, that is counted as 2 backlogs. So make sure you do the counting right. I hope that answers your question. So I'll take one more last question, and then I'll come back for another session next week, hopefully. So let me just check out one question which... Okay, Malidhi Ravindra, can I consider a course with no co-op? Yes, you can. So technically, a lot of universities and colleges will offer 2 types of courses, one with co-op option, one without co-op option, and one maybe, they have an optional co-op. So that is entirely up to you, but I would always recommend that if you are getting a co-op option, go for it. Why? Because it gives you first-hand Canadian experience. And I have seen a lot of my students who opted for co-op option. They ended up working in the same organization after the completion of their course. So getting a job, landing a job, full-time job gets easier after you get the co-op. Even if you change another company, if you switch to another company and you want to work for another company, if you have done co-op, you would have Canadian experience in hand, which kind of enhances your overall profile. Cool. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you liked today's session. And in case you have more questions, you can also watch my videos and comment on the videos. I can try and answer most of these questions. And I'll be back with another session soon. Thank you so much, and have a good evening, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.